people are scared of self-driving cars, and I get it. Even though the statistics, the chances of dying in a self-driving car are lower than the chances of dying in an accident when people are in control, it's still the aspect of being in control. They'd rather have a higher chance of dying but be in control than a lower chance of dying at something else or somebody else's control. It's wild. A little irrational, but understandable for sure. So what I wonder about then, though, is the long-term self-driving car plan, because realistically, if more and more cars are self-driving and they can talk to one another, they'll be able to travel much faster, much closer. We might be cramming 300, 400% more cars on the road, because with all of the sensors and AI controlling everything, hopefully it would have a better reaction time than a human would. So, and the safety features would go up, obviously, as well. But I'm wondering, if we're fitting all these cars on the road and population's increasing and all this stuff, and we've got just like a 4-lane road, cars stacked side to side, front to back, only inches apart, all traveling as some sort of neural network, transferring what's happening constantly down the roadways and how many cars. I don't know how it's all going to work, but how do I pull off to get coffee and all of that? What if there are still people that want to drive regular cars that be in control? What if the population is split 50-50 self-driving? That's almost more dangerous than it being one or the other. Is it going to be built to current roadways? Or are we going to redesign roadways for this? Because let's say we had 50% self-driving cars, 50% people that want to be in control. There's no way they're going to be able to operate together. We're going to need 2 separate roadway systems. You're going to get some self-driving car that can fly down at 150 miles an hour with 10 cars in a row, and then somebody with their blinker on trying to turn out under that. Some lady whose doctor lied for their eye test so they can keep their license. They're pulling out. I don't think so. So then it might be required some point in our future that all cars are self-driving. The heyday of driving your car is done, and I'm sure people are going to fight that, but inevitably it might happen. Just safety concerns. And you're going to want to as well one day. Why waste 45 minutes to get to work when it can only be 5? And maybe it won't be a personal car. It'll be some sort of public transport or something like that. I don't know. It'll be your Amazon transport bus to get you from your home in Missouri to the massive facility in California in 8 minutes. So you can just sit there and... It's cheaper to pay humans to do it than it is to build robots. Oh my God, they just got us all... Amazon's got us all in there. They said it's the only job. We pay minimum wage. It's $15 an hour now. Everybody's happy. No, but where was I? So we redesigned the roadway systems. What is that going to look like? What is that transition going to look like? That's going to be crazy, and it's going to take decades and maybe 100 years, 200 years, 300. I don't know. Well, I guess it depends on what we decide to focus on and what else is going on. But just interesting to think about. We might be alive during the time. People were alive when they didn't get to drive cars. They didn't even know what cars were. And then some people were alive when they saw cars but never had the opportunity to drive one. They're like, oh man, I really wish I could ride in one of those one day or drive one of those one day, but they never got the opportunity when they were first, mixing with people walking and riding bikes and horse-drawn carriages, people riding in their horse. The hell is that thing? And then in the future, that right might be removed from us. So we lived during the time when we got to be in control of 1,000-pound vehicles moving at high rates of speed, crashing into things and one another. They're going to look back on it and say, what the hell? They let these people in control of these things? And they're going to be envious of us because we get to drive around. So next time you're stuck in traffic, maybe enjoy it.